Manchester United have sacked their manager, Erik ten Hag.
Manchester United are 14th place in the Premier League.
There was never a sign of progress. There were always signs of going backwards.
Yeah, it should have happened in the summer, and that's not on Erik ten Hag, that's on the new ownership.
But at the end of the day, it was the wrong decision, so hands up, you know.
And wasn't INEOS supposed to change all of this? Yet what they've done is absolutely stupid to give the keys of the Ferrari to a man who was almost inevitably going to drive it off the cliff.
INEOS, you're not getting away with it still. You've had to make us suffer.
Manchester United have become synonymous with winning the Premier League, but in recent seasons it's been very, very difficult.
So what's needed? What is needed for them to get back to the top again?
Well, listen, they need a top manager. You look at the managers who've been successful in the Premier League era. You look at Pep now, you look at Sir Alex Ferguson, you look at Jose Mourinho, you look at Jurgen Klopp. It's not just knowing the game, it's having a personality and a presence.
A sort of fallen giant who needs that charismatic figure.
Well, one of the leading candidates who we've been talking about today for the United job is the sporting manager Ruben Amorim.
Manchester United have confirmed the appointment of head coach Ruben Amorim.
The first thing that every one of the people that I spoke to said, the charisma that this guy has is exactly what you'd expect of a Man United manager.
He's got a bit of Mourinho about him, he's got a bit of swagger, he likes himself and he backs it up.
And when he took over, they hadn't won a league title in 19 years, he's won 2 titles.
But he is an up-and-coming rising star as a coach. He's 39 years old. He's won back-to-back titles with Sporting. They're unbeaten this season at the top of the league.
He's an impressive manager. What he's done in the Portuguese league has been nothing short of remarkable with Sporting Lisbon's budget.
Amorim comes in with a slightly different system, which I think is quite interesting and intriguing, and the fact that he plays maybe a 3-4-3 system is different.
The move to a 3-4-3 or a 3-4-2-1 with wing-backs might take a little bit of time to get used to.
And these Manchester United fans now are going to have to back him, get behind him, be patient in moments in this season.
And this Manchester United, it doesn't matter the last years. You feel the weight of the history, and you want to be part of that. You know, you feel that if you win here, it will be different.
It's going to be vital between now and the end of the season to try and make Manchester United competitive and see if they've got a chance for Europe or an outside chance for the top 4 maybe.
We've been here before with Manchester United. It's a new manager, it's the start of a new era, the optimism is there.
Ipswich Town 1, Manchester United 1.
An average Premier League team, average. There's so many teams way ahead of them.
And that's got to come down to your DNA. These players haven't got the DNA, a lot of them, of a Man United player.
He needs to have that time and he needs to go, this is how I want us to be, because nobody knows what Manchester United are anymore at the moment.
We are going to suffer for a long period and we will try to win games. This will take time.
So it finishes Nottingham Forest 3, Manchester United 2.
You feel it when you lose one game, it's really hard for everybody.
And our new manager has taken 4 points from 12, and our next game is Man City.
There's no patience at United simply because of the size of the fan base, the global draw of United.
You are under the spotlight more than any other club in England.
Becoming the manager of Manchester United is a mammoth task.
I just want to go to each game and try to win it.
It's in! It's brilliant! It's Manchester United!
Which makes Ruben Amorim the first Manchester United coach to win their first derby since Sir Alex Ferguson.
They did win, Gary, didn't they?
They did. Oh my gosh.
We know we've got to improve, we know we've got to do more to climb that table, and I still believe that we should be fighting for the European places this season.
United may have won on the pitch, but off it, there were more problems emerging.
Early ahead of the Manchester derby, the big talking point was, of course, Marcus Rashford being dropped from the squad, we've heard.
And I think this is a really, really big deal.
Yeah.
Takes giant cojones.
He's pretty much always been a story during his Manchester United career, ever since he burst onto the scene quite literally under Louis van Gaal back in 2015. But there has been a few negative off-the-field incidents. Earlier this year, he was pictured on a night out in Belfast in the build-up to an FA Cup game.
That was not the first time, bro. He's been doing this.
Rashford was in attendance at Madison Square Garden in New York on Monday night following an NBA match between the New York Knicks and the Brooklyn Nets.
You've had Erik ten Hag also leave him at the starting lineup at Wolves for being late for a team meeting.
We talk about talent, we talk about great players, but the great players work hard.
But you can't live by talent alone.
If you don't give your all in your job, you're gone.
Pretty sad though, a local boy in Rashford who was supposed to be the talisman for this team, to see the way his career sort of materialised over the last couple of years.
You got to remember that when this kid came onto the scene, he was an absolute breath of fresh air. He was a joke.
So we just need to perform at the highest level, and that is my focus. I just want to help Marcus.
So Rashford has been left out of United's last 3 games and also gave an interview suggesting that he wanted a new challenge away from the club.
But I think it's sad that it's ended in this way for him.
Manchester United in 14th place. They are closer to the relegation zone in terms of points than they are to the top 7.
Since Amorim took over, United have actually got worse.
Yeah, I'm shocked how poor he's been.
Well, full-time at Anfield, 2-2 it finishes between Liverpool and Manchester United.
Did anybody expect that level of performance from Manchester United? You gave them no chance.
Yeah, I did. But obviously the argument to all of this stuff, and I don't want to take away from United today, is do that in the other games. You can't just pick and choose when you want to turn up for a game at Man United and have passion today.
You expect that sort of commitment week in, week out.
And so I think this was a step in the right direction for Manchester United, a really big performance character-wise as well.
Let's get to the FA Cup, where the holders, Manchester United, have been drawn away at Arsenal in the 3rd round.
Zirkzee does it!
I think Manchester United's performance was absolutely sensational. To go down the man in the 60th minute and to still stay strong.
They wanted them to do well in a cup competition, play your strongest team, and you get results. So, big result for Man United.
Amorim was caught there, and Mitoma has put that one in, and the goal is good this time.
We are being the worst team, maybe, in history of Manchester United. I know that you want headlines, but I'm seeing that because we have to acknowledge that.
What is the approach from INEOS here now? What are you doing? What are you trying to do seriously? What are you doing to bring players in? Who are we bringing in?
Let's just bring you some news from Manchester United, who've confirmed they'll make another 150 to 200 redundancies.
I think that when you see that Manchester United have gone from the richest football club, well, in the world, to not being able to feed their own staff, that is a massive demise.
95% of people in the UK don't get a free lunch. I don't get a free lunch. I've never had a free lunch. Nobody in INEOS gets a free lunch. And the vast majority of people don't get a free lunch. It's a nice perk if you get one, but in the modern world, most people don't get a free lunch.
Manchester United won, Fulham won, but Fulham who advanced 4-3 on penalties.
I wouldn't say a new low, I'd say another low. I've seen them play worse.
As United crashed out of the FA Cup, there was just one tournament left to potentially win.
It's the first leg. It's in France. It's Manchester United against Lyon in the Europa League.
And things got spicy. Get your popcorn ready.
Onana said it will be a tough prospect, however, he thinks United are much better than Lyon.
Onana, if you are one of the worst goalkeepers in Man United history, you need to take care what you are talking,
Good save, Onana! There's the goal!
He palmed it into bloody danger. 2-2, you couldn't believe it, mate.
Onana, meet me in the car park. You just got branded the worst keeper in Man United's history. You think, you'd be on your toes today. You'd be on your best behaviour. But yet, you've just cost us, a valuable 3 points.
But just when people thought United couldn't stoop any lower, in the second leg, they seemed to find a way to do exactly that by finding themselves 4-2 down against a team with 10 men.
Their mentality is disgusting. They're not Man United players.
Starts his run up, strikes it, and scores for Manchester United. Mainu takes a touch. Kobe Mainu stands up the cross. Harry Maguire! Harry Maguire scores! Manchester United!
I mean, this is a club with a recent and a very ancient history of comebacks, famous comebacks.
I want some good times back at Manchester United. It's been far too negative and far too depressing of recent years.
For me, United still is associated with Premier League titles, winnings, Champions League finals and stuff like this, that now it's a bit difficult for me to face the new reality that a draw is good enough.
Manchester United is still one of the biggest clubs in the world. This is the truth.
Manchester United have more eyes and more media attention than any club in this country.
Will Manchester United ever be great again?
Will Man United ever win a Premier League title under the Glazers? And if your answer's the same as mine, why are we just sitting back and allowing this club to be owned by the Glazers?
As long as the Glazers are still here, I just have no faith, man.
But we need to, in the darkest moment, we have to have like a light and a path, and that is clear here. The way we are thinking things, we are going to return and we are going to win in the future.